today, Neva Shedru Kroimo 2006. And so, I saw the music, and I'm sure just a question. Little question, never put it to now, I find you very much what agency. And so at this moment, I would have wished that my papa, yeah, grandpa, what's the lady, and worship there. You will tell what the chassis with that baby. And so, there are Manu Benjamin, Raja and Second Papa. And so, let me bring Madame Bonas. There are so many now what time to whatever grand to the room. Now, Bibiara or Cornishan for the Union. Nothing can rather than I don't know, remember in this day, Methodist are so many Yidma, what's in the craft. Now, Imam Methodist are sorry, so you say if you get houses, why not bother breed? Let me see the breed. Madam, of course, don't mind your hazy, Obiara, why a baby? Now, so, which I have a cranny baby, Monetity. You don't know that, but you're a brother. Now, Bishop, today, pay for today, said, baby, Biara, will to put another year, and I can see me or damage it. And I think I need to comment meeting for it. So this wonderful thing that you have been supposed to me. I tell you, Papa, and now, that's what those now. Where's our coming also the Manasi? Maybe see so or have the name being on Archer. Now, Medellin Bishop. Right, Reverend Pastor Mukanti as Papa. Obai, Naka, Fikor, Nabi. Would you be done with the great government? Mobile Bishop, I go 2 years to it. So we get and the Bishop also by so first year, the sort of the and this Bishop has been a wonderful support for me. Bibiara, Bibiara, I deny the Bibiara or the woman with my charity. The Bishop has always given that to me. Papa, but as Papa, Bishop, the and now Bishop, I don't do, what can I talk about to Mamba, then I said, one of the world. Bishop Ato Brown, Bishop Asane, and Bishop Dubrea, welcome, we now about one with the library, the main president of Methodist Church Ghana. Immediate past and present, I'm going to be now. Once more, Pomari, I will try the delivery. And when I say, one war, what I want. Of course, the bride, what you are going to do, now, there were a lot of suspicions. A small boy, I forget to this now, but no, there can be someone and in fact, Brother Buffalo, one time in the area meeting on our cadet, I went away, but the cabinet will power. All of us, I said, I'm not but by the grace of God, we have come very far. Hallelujah. Means not second to say, James, I'm your Juma. Now, very Reverend Osei and the very Reverend Prince Saki, John Prince Saki. Once of them as Papa, one boy I was dying. No one painful, put that moving track. I have been able to do what I have done because of their support for me. Papa, tell yourself to do. Papa, Daddy. Papa, Hiketi, and our sister was human. When I want to we now I must have complained for. We never doubt, oh, yeah, so proud, that was proud. There's some ministers, they support the day when a lot. So, you want to get to me, it must have been as a power. There must have permission, the Mwa. Now, so for proud, Messon, very not an as a proud, so for John, good Bible. So good Bible. Home has been my mentor, he's been my guide. The way to which is really a Pukubia, what should they? The human oracle. Now, may you depart and then to have a television. So, I go back to We got to go, maybe more, our more, we feel some more, what share, it's a good part, the big area is my bottle. Out of Christ, the Diocesan officers have been on age, Sister Cynthia, Brother Himbo, Uncle Yansa, Sister Abba, Uncle Hagan, Sister Letitia, and the come and lately Brother Ishan. Uncle Ishan, I'm not going to watch special. It's one so I will marry. Pastor Cynthia has been a wonderful support for me. Sister Cynthia, and she knows it so much. When it came very tough, she was there to support me. Amen. Also, that's for Baba. That war. Christ Mother, for thousands of years, that sister, I want so. You do now, your officer, I want Casa, I want you to do, Sister Doris, our secretary to the bishop. Now the call, I'm the main number driver, small. Our small. Simon driver, bishop driver, and all other drivers. When you be to man. No one agree, some of them when I say, that was with my work, but then they would be a year. They do not be for being Waha, they believe free. Western Christiana, they want to say the Western region. Now, Western region father, my regional chairman, Reverend Kapu, is already behind me. For my assistant regional secretary is here. At the point of the video, Brother Abu, Eastern regional secretary, and I feel certain metro. Municipal Secretary Uncle Louis also had an year, once what happened to Papa with the museum, Uncle Louis all over here, Yamisha Marley. Look at her, now, Mifu, a daily big from the Papa, of course, Obiaba, but I'm taking to your Abba. Mama Vic. Everyone born, River Happy Home. Also, that's you won't son of a hey, Mama Vic, what I'm afraid. No shall be free, you guys should have you want that, what's going now, get the figure, get the camera. Make a fast grab, I don't know about fast. It's like when you're on here, you move as a second. So, Mama Vic took me as a son. No, if you say, I'm at your son. No boy, I'm a big guy, I can't answer. The media or home. Now, if Mamma Mina, a month for the Yara, no authority. Then we pray our authority. And say, I don't remember my car and very for him. Imam of Methodist are so. Imam of Methodist are so. Maybe I'm waiting for that. And of course, I'll be here. Me, you know, message. Go baby. I will still be with Emmanuel. And I want to do because we can be I'll be around. Almost every weekend I will be around. Moko Cape Coast, 3 years, then do one weekend on Cape Coast with that. And that project it has started, I don't think it will change. Into more Emmanuel, the English of Nigeria, the Emmanuel. Me, former regional secretary, Mr. David, they showed they around. On also of Papa, good media, all over the staff meeting, even more region, then the council will Cobra. She kept us a picture of that part-time. I'm driven in fact, I am Papa. Sometimes very late in the night, I need to move so that I can balance the work of the lay chairman with my usual work at the workplace. I'm here in the answer. But I'm not tired. I'm not tired. You will be the one that has second band for and as not members. Now, be or far, if we're going to our in terms of the circuit in our but certainly not circuit. I feel Biara. So, for Benana, or the Canada, or the social circuit about Canada, not from a no, not so circuit of the same, not circuit of the same. Why are that or the Mohana Babu? So, press, having shown up, was of me there. Why should I would have agreed? If we put in answer the once. Now, one hour to more wine. Some of the circuits also did very well. Nako and Kaswa, Winneba, we also commend you for that effort. And you know, some young brothers have also supported me a lot. Brother Kwame Duachampo, Brother Seth Odro, Brother Isaac Simpson. These 3 young people have always supported me. I'm Simpson. That's what Papa. I'm that. I congratulate you for being elected as a Connectional MYF chairman. And I know you will make it. Because the Spirit of the Lord is on you. Amen. I'm saying that you should be brave. You know, you're a problem. You're a popular, you're a bit massive. Mr. Ifa, now, but I find you know, and I died, you're oh, it's not lost of Papa, I'm going to listen. I don't want to say, no one will ship them when you're there. Although the family who so good dog back, now you would have honorable opera in our way when I'm saying that Christ, mother, from there, I heard the master to me, Papa. As some are getting water, Numa. And when they ain't not, they never get the other say, all the way I say, all the way I say, all the way I say, all that's the why and fear by saying, and methods are so much shame. Opposition are there. We never dances. Or they hear your big to my body, and I hear my them all kind, but I get over assist. Bishop, or my Bishop Glasses and the over assist, or what by a waffle, then what else is in the also. Papa, Madame, and Madame, state of a page here, and they see a Yamina Market. In fear by saying, now, get Nicholas Taylor. Yadabati got there, late Chama, Winneba Dowses. Now, Yame Abum Akano. No, I'm going to be prepared, the Lumananto, the Lumanti. Yamina no, now I'm back to the one because send me when you're buying Mamadi, when you're poor Mamadi, when you're from Mamadi. Car and you are when Fiasa see, what I see, on an air and a big Nara. Neither Yamayan or send I say or Taye. Yana Yabada Yabaka, they are kind of mothers that I may have coupon. The brother they are coupon. They actually a change so with Juma. I saw the answer now to me tonight. Now to me, queen, the call can't be feared by saying, baby, or they are one, and my winning bad house is Yabba. Into the country, Yana Yabahade, Yabba, Yasha, Nicholas Taylor. And I never see a no careful, and a number of vessel with a young cassie, what why you said, now a pop with your Nigeria. When you complain of putting Nigeria, the way they complain in Vienna or no, to near us who are coming. I mean, I say, Mammy was the day. Amen. They get there, young man says, well, that's a very new. Yes, you had about me. Emma, we got to meet your mother. Now, now, Taylor, or pay young I found the lay or ye, when you so, or you want to eat, man. Now, when you put it in the Mosa, or you get man, what's one glass? And I said, I say, let women go out to Baba. Yea, a full once always in an end. Once walk, my exam, also, or you want to go away, man. Ain't I go for that. Once walk by Taylor, so once walk, you will be there, and you saw the other yet. Also, into the market, Brahma, you see, the more often, for Baba, the main son, your son never changes. Yet, I see a possibility now, you have to church anthem, you have to church anthem, and you are no opportunity for a very happy that over there, that you are paying for a piece of water, that you pay for her, that we many can assault, and that
Amen. chance. I pay your friend, that's not secretary. Emma, also about why my daughter, yes, they did that my evening, so I'm going to do it. Christ in tea, Christ in tea, about 4 Sunday, some colleague, Senate Secretary kind. Particularly, what's the or brand? Na odi ba she ya ni ya ye be ko na ba wo ma so a oye nti it na we to anamo aba ene mu ha na presentation na performance auditu se ye interest in community out here ye do aso na wa be come most time you have leisure for pursue Diocesan na Validectory every that push and then before
Praise the Lord.
So we are at the send-off ceremony or service for the late chairman for the Winneba Diocese, Brother Nicholas Taylor, and we are honored to have the chairman-elect for the Methodist Youth Fellowship for the Winneba Diocese, Brother Barnabas Kofi. You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
We want to ask you, what are some of the achievements since you have worked with the late chairman for a while now? Some of the things you think you have done very tremendously?
Okay, I would say that the late chairman, Brother Nicholas Taylor, has done so much since he assumed office in for the past 3 years. Talking about his achievement, I will start with the human resource. When he came, Methodist Church, we have always had this notion that the young people are not worth to be used, but he proved that indeed there is the need for the young people to be incorporated into the life of the church. So he has inspired so many of the young people to take up leadership positions. And apart from that, looking at his work, wherever he has been, the small societies, pavilions here and there for the young societies, and then societies that are in need, that are having their project, he gave them, some of them, financial support, providing cement, building materials for these young churches and all that. And then he has also projected the name of the Winneba Diocese. Wherever he has been within the connection, the name is there. So you can see that he has done a lot. He has done a lot that if I want to enumerate all, it maybe we would have to finish tomorrow.
Okay, specifically with the Methodist Youth Fellowship in the Winneba Diocese, what has been his support for the fellowship?
For him, the support, as I said within with my first presentation, providing inspiration for us wherever we have been, every single meeting that we have been to, provided he is within the diocese, he comes to support us. With his money, that one has always been made available to us. So he gives us a lot of money for every program that he attends. He gives us money for evangelism and all those ones. So, and then giving us, motivating people to work. That has been his hallmark because he believes in the people so much. So for the youth fellowship, it's giving us the platform wherever we go. He makes sure that he projects the fellowship. So it has always been wonderful working with him.
If I ask you to describe him in just one word, what will you say?
He's awesome.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Treasure to the late chairman and the oil send off. Mampacho boarding chain.
Josephine Abba Fosu.
You baby say then through the character of late chairman and the oil send off. The character as a person close to him. What will you say about him?
Oh, Mr. Taylor, like in the team in Ekan or you'll be at no question or one brassy. Yaya any year, you man be brave or why a penny for saying, and so into the any dimma or bia, near Mrs. Senowo in Nippon. Upon a visit, society so call Koshe baby, was so many I did not personally or to me donate Oshe situation. I did one here no personally on a laffy, Nikotokum or donating ya or per se honor or the year Juma. Wakuma beto 1 year, and now also will be to Monya Mesum Aquanim Kakra. And so you'll be a one brass or Donipa, Nejuma ye boko.
We say late chairman for baby Abba or Diocesan. Or no, then no any different what to make the dance be no.
Well, because on oil young it was the previous ones, no, not when you kakra, but because oil young ginty program be anywhere Obama affinity so that crow obetum se programs 5 now or that is him or one more days or beconina. Sometimes na young executive, oh chairman. Yeah, what division of labor and think I'm be soon call baby also no was so on a personal or person not occasion a grant. Into no question any programs in quite program be any doubt sima what by ya ever find it so a 10 o'clock make sure say or beconina unlike in penny funny yes or yeah what family but comparatively now the oye programs no or one word into otumko ne visit so or visit now on tenasa kit head no. Obe pese obe ko society senkete na bibie na obiare mbu won bi eho na opese ono wonsum.
As a treasure to him no biggest achievement with regards to him or about to make say in the o card ba kwa why pa tremendously what will it be one?
Well, what my men my was service car on spend rough into I was say one na ma obe how obe service car on spend rough how you spend no obe kwa fasha wo spend one spend rough
and then pa na what the be finimra okay.
Oh, chairman de no kwase mini o wa na wa fro bibi nya na na jusumpo saba ye ne den ye be komi ye be ye meetings biala obe sort obi anadwen nti meeting ya ye ko ye be ne den ye obe bisa wadwen kire wo ade ya kodwen wo no nti no kwase mini ne de ye de be fini pa obe fro we bisa wo ye ne den ye ka ne den ye be ko na bibi aye fine.
That's one.
Yes, yeah, that's the my friend. That's
we are honored to have the late chairman elect. They are over replacing. They are in the age and inquiring about your boarding chain.
From Jacob Emmanuel Sen.
I say only this outgoing and as outgoing late chairman on now you jump then title na about my cafe no.
Oh, outgoing late chairman. But odds no one share Jumana our door yenimu. Ti a real a bro a imbro the piara na oko na you'll be a oja futu osan share you biara opede oyen or make sure that on your discuss as why you kakra zaman na was that canals no nti no leader onye ne team ye adwuma abia no oje afutu fi ne team members ho
I say yen late chairman na who bebre or Diocesan mu ono as a person no na leadership what is so different about him
demre nyimino bia na kwan onam do ye na adwuma leadership no guma horo ono na ze no but no make sure the program biara or do kwan boko bia da kokra be program be baasa ofi ha ka oboko ha ka previously no they about go one decide about nankasa oboko program ko nka na ze bia oboton cravat lectureman more crazy ono no de biara programs so make sure so if aso anen make sure the nankasa we could do program na say so ya za ko na
always no be program otonkra make sure do biara wo do program no nankasa wa send message manyimpa no so wa ba ti the man no so aboa na edwuma papa he was communicating. Yes.
I guess any greatest achievement since the last 3 years are?
Yes, the greatest achievement here. Make sure that all circuits or onye complete almost all the circuits or lay movement cancel. And since ni predecessors by why more and very commendable because to organize lay movement in the diocese like transitional diocese because transitional diocese we school na ya concurrent handy to organize to get a lay movement like this, you know. In fact, late chairman, outgoing late chairman, brother Nicholas Taylor, he did very well for that.
As incoming to occupy such a person, do you see it challenging?
Yes, very challenging because the work he has done, and I need to also put in more efforts to continue the work he has done. He has really done well. It's a challenging to me. The Mamiamahonde, Kwambiadun, Mayaza, Foundation Biara was that one, more total. Yeah.
That's all. So we are honored to have the Synod Secretary of the Winneba Diocese, very Reverend Prince Saki. You're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
We want to ask you specifically about the character of the late chairman we are sending him off today.
Very good. Thank you for such an opportunity for me to say something about the late chairman we are sending off today. He is somebody I have known for about 3 years that I have been in this diocese. And he is a person who has commitment in whatever he is doing. And he is somebody who also loves the work of God, and he loves people. And he loves to work with everybody. He loves to work with everybody. Be you a child, be you an adult, be you a youth, whoever you are. And if you meet such a person, you can see really that you have met a God-fearing person. That is the whole thing that I can say about this gentleman that we are seeing off today. And I have personally grown to love him. I've grown to love because he is a respectful person. He truly respects people. And I look at the kind of person he is as a non-official, somebody who is a lay person, a lay chairman of the diocese. Even before coming into the seat as a Synod Secretary, the kind of love and the way he respects me, and not me alone, he respects every minister. I can say that he is a person who loves the work of God and who loves God also. And such are the people that we want to come into the affairs of the church.
I believe we have had various lay chairmen around the country. What do you think is specifically different with this one?
Right, right, very good. What I can say about me, he's the youngest. I can say he's the youngest. And being the youngest, you can see the youth exuberance in him. And you can say that because he's the youth, he will align himself with the youth to sometimes kick against the policies of the church and some of the things that the bishops and the dioceses will do in general. But he's always somebody who is accommodative. He's very, very accommodative. And you can see that he will sit down, anything that you want to do, he will come to the office and plan with the officers of the diocese and executives of the diocese. Though he is one of the executives of the diocese. When we take the diocese, you can say the bishop, the synod secretary, and the lay chairman. And you can see that he's really working hand in hand with these people. That is why Winneba Diocese is moving forward.
Okay, so there will be another person. So what does the clergy expect the person to do going forward?
We are very happy that with the incoming lay chairman, he is with us here. And I hope he is hearing all that people are saying about the outgoing lay chairman. And I believe that he's learning something from it. And he also, I know him. He had been a treasurer of this diocese before. And he has worked with ministers, he has worked with them. And he is also an educated person. who has also been in affairs of an educational ladder. So I think that you also work. I know you also work, and I know you also cooperate.
To end it all, we can't end the interview without asking you about the supposed same-sex marriage that went viral. What is the current state?
Really, the Methodist Church Ghana has come out boldly to say that the same-sex marriage is nothing to write home about in this country. And we believe that the church itself would not connive and then also accept anything of that sort in the country. People are saying that Methodist Church is trying to accept this same-sex marriage in this nation and other things, but it is not so. It is never so. Presiding bishops have made it clear that nothing of such sort will come, and the church will also not accept such same-sex marriage in our church and in the country. If anything, Methodist Church can be autonomous from the Methodist Church, the whole wide world. Yes.
So we look forward to how that story unfolds. Thank you for speaking to us.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I'm very grateful to you. Thank you.
So I'm here with the outgoing late chairman of the Winneba Diocese, Brother Nicholas Taylor. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, my brother.
I know that this has been a remarkable but very challenging. Can you tell us your greatest challenge since you climbed this position?
Yeah, thank you very much. The first challenge has been with the age factor. It was something that people were saying, oh, he's very young, he's too young to be a lay chairman. And so initially, the acceptance was not there. But it's only when people realized that the competence was there, when people realized that I can do it, when I started delivering, then the confidence came that, okay, this young person is so capable of doing it. So the age factor actually started going against me. But when they realized that we can do it, they all bought into it and they supported me, and we have come very far.
We have talked to several people and they have counted various achievements that you have chopped since you became the lay chairman of the diocese. Personally, what do you think you have achieved in the last 3 years?
Yeah, thank you very much. The greatest achievement of any church leader is to see to the evangelism work. And that is one area we have moved very far with organizations, with the church itself. And I believe that when the evangelism is strong, we're going to have the impact in other fields of the church. So evangelism we have done very well. In terms of rural development, the bishop, the past bishop, Wabinodum, and the current bishop, Pastor Omogrante Sefi, they have all supported me to help the building of pavilions for rural societies. And at least within 3 years, we have been able to put about 5 or 6, and about 3 are also under various levels of completion. And so that is one thing we have also done very well. Initially, the coordination of the organizations was not properly done. And knowing that the lay movement's core objective, one of them is to coordinate the activities of the organizations, we also ensured that we harmonized their programs. We attended and directed their programs so that the church can benefit from the roles of the various organizations. So these are some of the things we have been able to do. Children's service, Sunday school, youth fellowship, girls fellowship. Yes, not because I'm young, but I believe that the church has to tackle the youthful base of our membership. Otherwise, when we don't hold them properly and they are not able to hold themselves as members of the church and as Christians, the danger is that they will all grow, they may not fit into the system, and they will go. And so the young people were one of my targets, including Gamsu, and that is also an area we did quite well over there.
I know that probably because you are to the lay, you lead the lay people in the church. The clergy, on the other hand, may have posed a little of challenge to you.
Interestingly, I had a very, very cordial relation with the clergy at all levels, society, circuit, diocese. And it was very interesting. For sometimes it overwhelms me that sometimes there are some places where the clergy may think that, oh, this lay person. But they gave me the needed respect. And of course, because I also accorded them the needed respect, they are subordinate ministers. They are the leaders of the church. And so whenever there's any interaction, I went with them, and they always accepted the view that I proposed. And so I didn't have any challenge from the ministers at all. Indeed, if we have been able to come very far in terms of even our payments to the national level, and in fact, I must place on record that Winneba Diocese is the only diocese that pays her lay movement commitment by April of every year. By April, we have finished all our commitments. And it's because of the Superintendent Ministers helping us to celebrate the Lay Movement Week and the third Sunday activities and collection that we do. That has helped us to come this far.
I know you were pursuing various projects but due to time, you are not able to complete, and you may want your subsequent leaders to also pursue that agenda. What specifically do you think that this project specifically, if it is left, you feel so worried about?
Yes, it is said that the length of time somebody spends in the administration doesn't matter, but the impact you can make within the time that you are given. So within the 3 years, we started the evangelism work with the young people, supporting the government, supporting the young people to do evangelism. Within the 3 years, we looked at rural development. So for now, there's a project at Kawanopado that we have not completed. It's a school project that we are doing. We have a project at Hill City, also a pavilion. We want to help them with the pavilion. We also have one at Bonsoku in the Senya circuit, and others, many others. And if you go into our rural areas, they need the support of the church. But the resources are also always scarce. So we try to distribute as and when we have resources. And so the bishops have given us all the support. This project I'm talking about is not only lay movement project. It is the church that is supporting us to do it. Only that we are spearheading those projects. And so I believe that Brother Eshen will take up. In fact, I've given him a handing over note detailing all the issues we started and we have not completed. And I believe that he's going to continue from there. And it's about the church. It's not about one person's vision. You may start, somebody have to continue, and it's all inures to the benefit of the church.
We have talked to Brother Shen already, and he seems, because of your track record, he feels so challenging.
Well, every administration comes with its own way of going about things. So yes, from the record and from the way people are talking, I have done quite well. And sometimes a challenge for whoever is coming to take up from me. But I believe that he has been a Diocesan treasurer. He's been a Sunday school Diocesan officer for a very long time. He knows the terrain. And I don't have any doubt of his ability to continue from where I've left and even to set new standards. I mean, people have ways of breaking grounds. And I trust that he will be able to also do more to support the work of the Methodist Church and the lay movement in the connection.
After here, are we seeing Brother Taylor pursuing to the highest level of becoming the connectional lay president?
Well. In the Methodist Church, one interesting thing is that we don't vie for positions. It is either the synod that sees that you can be a lay chairman or a bishop, or the conference that sees that you can be a lay president or a presiding bishop or administrative bishop or whatever case they may be. And so the records will speak. But I wouldn't say that I am putting myself up for this or that. At any point when the church sees that I'm capable of assuming any office in the church, I avail myself and I'll be willing to pursue anything that will be given to me, whether as the lay president or any other position that the church may fit that they want to give me. I am prepared to serve at any level of the church. And of course, I've also gotten varied experience from the conferences, from the expanded GPCs, from the synods, from other meetings that we attend. And of course, by the church's structure, I get opportunity to interact with a lot of people. Even the church nominated myself and Bishop Amponsa to represent the church at Benin. And it all comes with written experiences. And so when the time comes that the church sees me capable of doing another activity, I am ever ready to support the church in any form.
My very last question. It seems you have various positions that you occupy. From your church, we're dealing with NAT and the church itself activities, various of them. But most people we'll talk to said to us that you may always want to represent by yourself. You don't even want to send someone to represent you. How are you able to combine all these things and do them very well? For the purpose of who are listening to us, who want to know more about these things.
Right. Thank you very much. I believe in planning. And so when you plan your activities very well, you will be able to execute all of them. Yes, I am currently the regional NAT secretary for Western. And I try to combine the activities so that the NAT work will not suffer. The church work will also not suffer. In the church too, there are some activities that you cannot delegate somebody to represent you. There are some meetings that the lay chairman must necessarily attend. And you know, we have a psyche. When you invite the lay chairman to attend a program, and it happens that he's not coming, people might think that the lay movement didn't come. And so most of the time, I try to do the representation. But I also ensure that people play their roles, and I delegated sometimes my vice, my secretary or treasurer to represent me at other activities that I know they can do. From circuit AGMs, circuit conference, organizational conferences, sometimes they go. But there are some of them I need to be present, and I also make sure that I represent the diocese as well.
Last words and few people you want to acknowledge.
Yes, I need to acknowledge my wife, Mrs. Florence Taylor. She's been a wonderful support to me. I need to acknowledge the bishops who have worked with me, Bishop Abinodum, Bishop Pastor Mogante Sefi. I equally need to acknowledge my dozen officers who have worked with me. There are some young people who were committed to making sure that I succeed. Brother Samson Isaac Simpson, who is now the Conventional Vice Chairman of the Lay Movement. Brother Kwame Achampong, who is now the Conventional MYF Chairman-elect. Brother Seth Odro, Benjamin Silfies, and course, they always want to ensure that we succeed. So they bring ideas, they bring suggestions. My sister Cynthia, who was my vice chairman for the Lay Movement, she has also done very, very, very well. And so I acknowledge all their works. And Emmanuel Methodist Church, the ministers, and all that, my children, I acknowledge all of them. And yourself, the media, trying to help us to project what we have been able to do. We are also very grateful to you. And so we thank you very much for everything you have done. And we pray that Almighty God will continue to guide us in this endeavor that we have chosen for ourselves.
Wish you all the best.
Thank you very much, my brother. Okay.
Online.